is dancing on a motorcycle. It's called stunt riding, and today we're going to learn all about it. My name is Agnes Ryłowicz, and I'm a paragliding instructor. Welcome to the world of extreme sports. I'll show you how to live on the edge and introduce you to people who push their limits every single day. Ready for an adrenaline rush? Let's roll! Stunt riding. That's exactly what we do. It's our passion and our profession. We ride, perform motorcycle stunt shows, and do motorcycle and car drifting. Basically, we're all about motorsports. So what exactly is stunt riding? It's all kind of tricks on a motorcycle. Essentially, it's freestyle riding. The variety of tricks is pretty much unlimited. We can do whatever we want. The goal is to make it look as spectacular as possible. What about the bikes themselves? Are they heavily modified? Well, when it comes to our bikes, you could say they're among the top tier in Poland. There's barely anything left from the original factory. Tell me, what do you use to protect yourselves? Not much. Honestly, just the basics. Definitely a helmet, because that's a must. And gloves. wow. Today, I'm going to ride on one wheel. On this motorcycle. Me? On one wheel? Before we start, tell me, are there women in the stunt riding community? Yes, absolutely. There aren't many in Poland, but there are a few, maybe a dozen or so, that you could count. Hop on. All right, here are the footrests where you'll keep your feet. I'll start the bike for you. The most important rule is to hold the handlebars firmly. This short lever here is the clutch, and it's key because we'll be relying on it. Once the engine is running, press the clutch all the way in. You can use one or two fingers, whichever feels more comfortable. Then shift down into first gear. While holding the clutch, rev the engine to around 10 to 11,000 RPM, give or take.
Wkręcić motocykl, czyli dodać mu gazu i wkręcić go na około 10-11 tysięcy obrotów, tak plus minus.
Dobra.
When it's in that range, you need to release the clutch quickly.
Ze sprzęgła.
So you just let go, and the bike will naturally pop up into a vertical position. I'll be spotting you. You've got safety straps and a rear stopper, so don't worry about the bike lifting off. But don't let off the throttle, or it'll drop back down. All right, got it. All right, we've got the basics down. Now, ease off the throttle, brake to a stop, and we'll start again. This time, try revving it a bit higher, around 12,000 RPM. That was good, but you let off the throttle a bit too much. When you ease up on the gas, the bike automatically comes back down. Keep the handlebars straight, and let's give it another shot. Clutch. First gear is still engaged. Go ahead. Oh wow, that was awesome. If you want to spice things up, you can try it standing up this time. Let's do it. Yeah, just be a bit more dynamic this time. Yes! That was all you. Wow, 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 that was amazing. Really, really great. Thanks again. Honestly, so many emotions. I loved it. Just incredible. I'm curious, how quickly do people improve? Well, the beginnings are always great, but from there, it's hundreds of hours of practice. Over time, those hundreds turn into thousands. The more control you want to have, the more you'll need to practice and ride.
tym symulatorze...
After this, you can move on to a simulator that drives around a track. It's still equipped with safeguards to prevent it from tipping backwards. It's a bit like training wheels on a kid's bike. We use this spider-like setup with side wheels to keep the bike stable, so it doesn't tip sideways. There's also a tilt lock to stop it from going past vertical. Once you've mastered the basics, clutch control, throttle and braking to stay balanced in an upright position, you can step off the Spider and start practicing on a real bike with just 2 wheels. No extra supports. And as for whether you'll fall at the start, that depends. It really depends on the rider and how they approach it. Extreme sports are like that. You have to accept the risks. Tell me about your favorite trick. Whether I like it or not, the most recognizable one has to be the headstand. Doing a headstand while riding. What does that look like? The bike has to be modified for this trick. The most crucial part is the fuel tank, because it serves as the foundation for the entire move. It's actually pretty straightforward. Riding normally, I turn around so I'm facing backwards. Then comes the hardest part. I lower my head, place it between my legs and grab the handlebars. From there, I kick my legs up, just like doing a headstand against a wall. The bike keeps moving at steady RPMs, so there's no need to accelerate or brake. At that point, I focus entirely on maintaining balance. The entire frame has been completely reworked, swapping the factory aluminium for a steel construction. We've added safety cages on both sides to protect the bike in case it tips over. The rear frame, which supports the seats, is also custom welded in steel. The rear foot pegs are steel welded too, while the front foot pegs were CNC precision machined. The front suspension and rear swing arm are both sourced from different motorcycle models. front frame has been entirely redesigned with steel tubing. This modification protects the gauges and also allows us to swing our legs over the handlebars freely. The fuel tank has been flattened and re-welded for better functionality, making it easier to jump on and off. The braking system has also been overhauled. An additional brake was installed and the stock brakes were upgraded for improved performance. The clutch lever is now a single-finger lever for quick and easy operation, and the front brake was modified to provide extra stopping power. With this setup, you can ride with your legs stretched out in front, even on two wheels. That's where the learning starts, getting used to the bike. From there, it gets more advanced, like riding on one wheel and swinging your legs over the handlebars while moving. But honestly, you'll have a few falls when you're starting out. It's part of the process. Harnesses are on. We're about to do synchronized drifting, both with a car and a motorcycle. Let's make it happen. How did you guys get into motorcycling? And how did you start stunt riding? For me, it all started with a scooter. A scooter? Seriously? What size engine? 50cc. Automatic transmission? Yeah. Wow. It started with that little scooter way back in middle school. Each year I improved, but eventually it wasn't enough. I moved on to a manual 125cc bike, then a 600cc. That's where I've stayed ever since. What does someone in Poland need to do to start learning stunt riding? How does it work? The first step is simply to start riding a motorcycle. It's best to get comfortable riding a regular stock bike before moving on to anything more advanced. Start small, with smaller bikes and lower engine sizes.
Rings on, theme songs, steam on, keep going, waves flowing, breeze blowing. If I'm gone, then we gone. With rings on, theme songs, steam on, keep going, moving like the waves on the beach flowing. It's a lot I gotta see, but at the end of the day, we all got things in
always recommend that beginners start with a 125cc bike.
Kupić motocykl klasy 125 pojemności.
While it might seem underpowered and unable to handle tricks like wheelies, these bikes are actually perfect for learning. Their throttle response is very forgiving, so the risk of injury is minimal. So, safety first. Start with a small engine, then work your way up. Small engine sizes, lots of protective gear, and ideally, guidance from someone experienced. I tried stunt riding on a motorcycle today, and it was incredible.
Opowiadaj